joined today by Morgan. She's one of the marketing team members with McIntyre Elder Law, and she is relatively young and wanted to know what type of products I have that can help her with her financial freedom when she gets older. It is really super awesome that she wanted to talk to me about this, wanted to be open about it, and she was willing to film it, and because maybe some of her questions will answer some of your questions, which would be pretty awesome. So Morgan, what kind of questions do you have for me today?
Sure, thanks, Ryan. So I'm mostly interested in looking at a life insurance policy, but also looking at term insurance as well, and what those look like.
So I don't know if you've heard the example before. I give the example sometimes. Term insurance is like renting an apartment. Whole life insurance or permanent life insurance products are like buying a house.
Okay.
So when you rent that apartment, you're going to need that, you need that for a certain amount of time. You might not need that. You might need it for 10, 20, or 30 years.
Okay.
And that's how term insurance works. So you'll have the term for 10, 20, or 30 years. This is very, very useful when you have small children, you don't have that much money, and you don't want them to have to pay for the mortgage, or something like that. Or it's very useful if you're in a very dangerous profession. Like I was a police officer for 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that would have been beneficial for me to have term insurance because, my rate of getting hurt or getting killed would be a lot higher than a normal person's. So that would be beneficial for me to get. And hey, 30 years, if you get term insurance for, a cheap price for 30 years and you're in law enforcement or something like that, or a dangerous job like a firefighter or something, and you have that, 30 years is usually that retirement age.
Yes.
So it can cover you until you retire.
Oh, wow. That's great.
That's pretty cool. Whole life insurance and permanent insurance is more of an investment type.
Okay.
So just like you gain equity in the home, your home when you buy a house, you also gain the cash value or equity in your whole life policy.
Okay.
And you can also take loans against that policy.
Interesting. What does that mean?
So let's say you wanted to take a loan out against, let's say you have a $300,000 whole life insurance policy, and it's one of the policies that are structured to take out a loan against it. You can leverage that policy to take out a loan with the insurance company, and then essentially you pay yourself back.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't pay that back, it's going to come out of the death benefit, of course.
I see.
But there is tax benefits to that. So it is very beneficial to use that. And also, some life insurance products also come with riders, which is like things that soup up the policy. And it's really cool because you can have a long-term care rider, which is like an accelerated death benefit rider, and it can help pay for your long-term care when you get older.
Oh, wow.
And so just preparing for the future like that is super awesome, especially at your age. That's where it starts. Like to find, you want to start in your, early 20s, and late 20s, early 30s. Really start planning for your future, because you start planning for your future, then when you are of retirement age, you're going to have a lot of success and have a lot more freedom. And if something does happen to you, you're going to have those protections in place that protects your assets, protects your finances, and stuff like that, to where you're not just losing a butt ton of money,
Absolutely. And so with the life insurance policy, like let's say if it was $300,000, you can borrow against it. So I could take out like $10,000 to get a car or put a down payment on a house, and then after that, my beneficiaries would only get, instead of $300,000, they would only get the $290,000.
Yeah, that would, if you didn't pay it back.
Okay.
They really want you to pay it back, of course.
Right.
And how you pay that back is you're still getting interest on that, that fixed interest rate you got, or if it's connected to the index one, it's connected to S&P 500. You're still getting that compounded interest, so you're still making money, on your cash value and stuff. But if you put money into, or you pay that back, that's gonna essentially pay yourself back.
I see.
And that's pretty awesome.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's very interesting. And then to get one of these insurance policies or term insurance, is it very expensive? Like, could I still do it if I don't make a lot of money, for example?
No, so it's relatively cheap either way.
Okay.
Term insurance is going to be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cheaper product because it's, like I said, it's kind of like renting a house. Renting, you don't have all the maintenance and stuff
I
like
see.
that. So it's usually between, I can get it for. I've one. Heck, I ran a quote the other day for $30 a month.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's excellent.
and that was around a $300,000 death.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's really
good.
great. Yeah,
Good.
I would definitely like to know more about that.
And then the whole life insurance. If you're in your 30s and you're relatively good health, you can get one definitely, under $150.
Wow, yeah, that's really great.
That is good.
Well, I've got a lot to think about.
Yeah,
But yeah, thank you so much
anytime.
for answering all my questions.
Yeah, and if you have any questions and you want to give me a call, my number is 704-218-9223, or you can email me at ryan@mymcfi.com. That's RyanMCMyFI.com. I almost messed up there, but I got it. So you guys have a good day, and if you have any questions, please do reach out to me. I don't mind at all. Thank you, guys.